Hey, Danny.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Marissa. Hey, Generalissimo.
Hello, beautiful people.
Oh my God, Jane, your smile is so wonderful tonight. Just
Thank you.
spectacular.
Thank
Not that
you.
it's not always spectacular, but there's just something more spectacular about you tonight.
Thank you. Elvis planned on joining us tonight, but he has a session, so he couldn't make it.
Jam, spoken words. Jam.
Peace, Poet Tag.
And good evening, the Eureka Poets Cafe. Make some noise. Welcome to the April 2022 edition of the hybrid open mic, where half of the open mic is going to be on this very stage, lighting up the brick and mortar of the Eureka Poets Cafe, and the other half is going to be joining us here on Zoom. It's like a cinematic experience here. I know after the pandemic, you're like, what the hell? I came to the Eureka to see people on Zoom. It's totally different, I promise. Ron, can you give me some more energy into the mic? Into the mic. No, not the light, the mic. The light is good. The light is good. Looking good. There we go. As you can see on the screen, we've got some people. We got quite a few people joining us on Zoom. We're going to be hearing from some of them quite soon. Oh, some people are wearing some stylish hats. I'm loving it. So, I am your host for the evening. Oh wait, I think too much energy on the mic. Too much. I'm Puerto Rican. I have a loud voice. I don't want to break it. Oh, how y'all laughing at that? That's race. Now I'm joking. We're gonna enjoy tonight. My name is Advocate of Wordz. I am your host. Thank you. I love doing this. I'm a writer, I'm a director, I teach kids how to talk their way out of detention. I love doing this. I literally get paid to talk shit for a living. It is a beautiful thing that I get to do here at the New Rican Poets Cafe. So, because of the pandemic, the cafe had to shut its doors and we weren't able to get people into the cafe, so we moved online and we built this beautiful community online worldwide. And then all of a sudden, everyone was like, oh, everything's open, people are coming in, and then we opened the cafe doors again and we wondered, wait, we can't leave behind this community we've met online, so we decided to meld the two with this. We decided to make sure it's like we're going to celebrate our poets who are here in the cafe, and we're going to celebrate our poets joining us worldwide, and this is how we came up with the hybrid open mic. Before we begin, there are a few people in the house that I have to shout out, like our producer in the DJ booth, who I kill every night that I work with him. My man Rob Thompson, give it up for him. He came in a few hours early. I was like, no, we got to do this, Ron, and this, and this, and this. I'm pulling him in all types of directions. We call him the sung hero of the community because he does so much work for the community, and that's why you saw his beautiful face in the intro video. Also want to let y'all know we got a new camera. So now those of you who may have seen our streams from the cafe and you saw people being blown out, no, now we're going to look all nice and beautiful. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So, also want to give a shout out to, there's the Phantom of the Opera, and now there is also the Phantom of the New Rican Poets Cafe. He is the man who works behind the scenes to make sure that everything runs smoothly in the cafe. He is in the back. Please give it up for Loco! Also joining us today is the new linebacker for the Chicago Bears. He made sure that you paid your ticket to get in here to fund the brick and mortar. And he is actually a tattoo artist out in Queens. He is a really dope artist. He's got a show here on the 30th called Body of Art. Make some noise for my man Ralph in the back. Make sure you cause no problems, because not only can he beat you up, but he will make a very nasty looking drawing of you and people will not look at you the same, so be on your best behavior. Also joining us today, he was climbing up on the ladder, doing everything. I was like, I need this, I need that. And he is working really hard, coming from the Bronx. He is the man with the gorgeous hair and the gorgeous beard in the back. Give it up for my man, Kenny! Representing the Bronx. And of course, whenever you have a poetry show, you have to have the most important person in the world. And today, the most important person in the world is here inside the cafe. And his name is Steve. And he is our bartender. Give it up for Steve! He also plays a little hockey. He's done a little acting. He's been on in Sex and the City. He's been on, the Marvelous Miss Maisel, all that good stuff. You know what? I'm not going to talk about him because later on, you're going to make sure you go get a drink, tip him well, and you can ask him all of those questions. Make sure you see our bartender. And of course, after Hybrid is over, do not go anywhere because we have our after party, karaoke style. First time in history, the New Rican Poets Cafe has an in-house karaoke. Well, this is actually our second time, but we did it once last month. But this is the first time we have a series of it, and that is hosted by the Honey Trap himself, the only man I know who can get away with a mullet. Give it up for Paul Queso! Live last but not least, there is another person I do want to mention in here. You see, we've got some beautiful artwork up here. That's right, like that's a new thing we're gonna be doing every 2 months. We're gonna get a new artist up, we're gonna put up some beautiful artwork. I mean, like, the brick looks awesome, but we wanna get some beautiful artwork. And the artist is here in the building. Where is Albert? Give it up for Albert, y'all! I know he has a very gentle smile, but he is a Puerto Rican from Brooklyn. Do not cross him, trust me. But make sure you speak to him about his artwork. So, usually we begin kicking it off with people on Zoom. Our poets have 4 minutes to rock out. There is no censorship. Therefore, some of our poets are going to use mommy and daddy language, as we like to say. And on a more serious note, some of our poets can be very vulnerable, so you may be hearing some things that are tough to digest, that could possibly be triggering. So I just want to let you know that we like to give our artists as much space as possible. I mean, we're in the Lower East Side fighting gentrification, so we got to speak up our mind. I just want to let y'all know that we're also streaming live on YouTube and Facebook and on Twitter, okay? So after the show is done, especially y'all who are rocking out, make sure that you go share the link on your social media so that when your ex is stalking you, they can see you living your best life, right? Because that's what social media is for nowadays, to promote poetry events and to piss off your exes. So make sure you go check it out, New Yorican, on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, and all that good stuff. Last but not least, I do ask that you please take out your smartphone or your dumb phone, and you either turn it off or you put it on pleasure mode. Oh yeah, it's gonna be that kind of night. It's gonna be that kind of night. If you're not laughing, allow me to reintroduce you to my bartender, Steve. Make sure you go check out Steve. With that being said, we are going to kick it off with a man who is going to be running late to a wedding just so he can share a few words with us. He's got beautiful hair, he's got a beautiful beard, and I'm sure whatever poem he's going to be rocking is beautiful. Poets, you got 4 minutes to rock out, and our first 4 minutes is going to my man, the curly-headed ninny himself, Christian Moran. Make some noise for him, y'all!
What up, everybody? My New Yorican family. That is why I am dressed like this. Like Advocate said, I got a jet to go catch a flight, hopefully, for a wedding tomorrow. But I wanted to tap in because I was like, I'm gonna risk it to be here with you guys. So yeah, man. Thank you. Y'all are beautiful. It's great to see some familiar faces, some new faces, a lot of faces from the WOW event from this past Wednesday. So anyway, let me kick it off. I want to do this for you guys. This one's called Mother Manhattan. What is it about Manhattan that attracts me to her? Is it the way she doesn't mind me calling her home? How she is quick to give me direction, to give me guidance and grace, but also courage. The courage to be my own person while cherishing the help that I receive from strangers on street corners. The humility to embrace an unfamiliar face and smile at those who may be less fortunate. The confidence to mingle with the musicians you've never met prior to meandering about the maze that is a metropolitan masterpiece. Or could it simply be her towering gaze, her seductive frame, how she calls me out at night to play amongst all the misfits, misunderstood, and misrepresented artists of today? How she shouts my name while waiting for me to catch the train, or lights up the block so I don't feel so afraid of being alone in the city full of opportunity, bombarded by beggars and broken dreams, fame and get-rich-quick schemes. A jungle made out of concrete but built atop the backs of the fragile and the meek. The ones willing to do the dirty work so you can keep your hands clean. The same ones strong enough to admit that they're weak, pour their hearts out on stages like these, where we are embraced by inspired words and New Yorican families. From Washington Heights to Houston Street, up in the lower west to east and everything in between is what I breathe. Because while I am bred from the beaches of Charlestown, it is the beauty of Broadway that brings me barreling back into the arms of such an industrious island, where palm trees are made from skyscrapers, sand out of sheets of snow, and country grammar is replaced with non-rotic narratives about your mother. Mother Manhattan. Thank you so much, New Regan. Sadly, I cannot stick around, but I know you all are going to have the time of your life. And enjoy your time with Paul during the karaoke. And give yourself an applause. Give yourself some love. And thank you, Advocate.
Christian Wordz! Now go run to that wedding and throw rice and, be upset at them on the low at the table. It's not gonna last, right? $10, it doesn't last. $10. All right. Christian Moran, y'all, the curly-headed ninny. So, Ron, let us get to Zoom. This is what we're going to do. We're going to get 3 poets on Zoom, then we're going to get a few poets on the stage, and a few on Zoom, then a few on stage. Is going to be great. Also, in case any of y'all are wondering, damn, I want to get a drink, but I don't want to miss the poets. We got the TV on at the bar, so you can go and get your drink on. You can say hello to Loco. You can ask about Ralph. You want to get a tattoo, and still check out the poets. With that being said, can we please get a badass poet on the screen? A real Low East Sider. Jane, spoken word. Now, let's unmute her and let's make sure we can hear her. Jane, are you there?
I am here.
Oh, I hear you, Jane. I'm already afraid. Jane, let the good folks know where they can find you, and then you got 4 minutes to rock out, sis. The mic is yours.
Right to it. Jane at IG, Jane Spoken Word, and janespokenword.com, and we'll get right to it. This is from Miguel. I am part of the conspiracy that conjures truth and knowledge, and I am in this physical life born to a seeking voyage. The truth above all else brings a new reality. Examine the examiner. Question the questioner, because you see, you mustn't believe their lies. You have tuned in, plugged in, bought in, opted in, texted in, and Wi-Fi'd in, but there will be no email notification when it begins. Because, my brothers, the revolution will not be televised. And no, my sisters, the revolution will not be digitized. The revolution will not be televised, digitized, matrixized, or any otherwise it will not be. We got bushwhacked because Chads weren't mechanized and they gave us a war with no body bags, so toe tags can't be visualized. Brought fear to panic in true political style, fattening up their war machine, smiling all the while spewing visions of global democracies, politicized alibis, freedom fries, and gossip trivialities. While people tweet in faraway East, here in America, the censoring beast is alive and thriving, spying, prying, and flagging what you're posting. They have you Facebook, Twittered, and Googleized as you dream your life politicized. And you answered with white, smart lies, blindly believing that freedoms are a guaranteed prize, blindly believing that the world of the digitized is for private eyes. Unwittingly occupied and compromised, you got your cable TV and your digital Blu-ray to high speed deliver their delusions your way to keep you lost in confusion, stuck to illusion. Is it or is it not the same old thing in this our America, land of the free, where pigs shooting down brothers all across our nation, where whitey's wasting black folks is on newsfeed rotation, where the orange man resident with a wig hat on lurks behind the curtain perpetrating his con, where the cheesehead governor blocked the sites united, where Facebook friends are no longer cited, where dissenting opinions and thinkers are free, are amended and deleted. They simply cease to be in this our America, land of hypocrisy. And the revolution will not be brought to you by MSN, CNN, or some bullshit called Fox. And the revolution will not be delivered to your door by Verizon, Time Warner, or Cox. The revolution has been cloaked with lies as time flies. It's time to rethink time, line by line. Break out from the ties and realize that truths have been disguised and sanitized. Brothers and sisters, there is no map to identity. When you question your reality, a crucial detail will arise. The revolution ain't about your flashy bling, and the revolution ain't about your G-phone thing, and the revolution will not happen between some lies, and the revolution will not happen between Ms. Jones' thighs. And the revolution will not be televised, and the revolution will not be digitized live, because the revolution is not online. The revolution is in your mind, and it will be poeticized. It will be poeticized. It will be, it will, it is, because the revolution is the revolution. Peace, fam.
Jane's spoken word, a true Lower East Sider, a member of the Monday Night Online community, and also the New Eurekan Poets Cafe community. She has done a lot of work with the founders. Jane, thank you so much for kicking off the Zoom portion of this. Now, Ron, did we make that switch? Did we make the switch to host? Okay, we're doing a little technical stuff on the fly before we get to Finn Bell. I'll talk about Finn Bell before we cover all up here. There's a lot of people in our community who I like to say got their hands in a lot of different cookie jars. They are hosting their own open mics. They're doing workshops. They're doing a bunch of type of games too, poetry games online. I'm loving it. And this woman who we're about to hear from is out in the Bay Area, San Francisco. If you've never been to San Francisco, you need to go. I love San Francisco. So, if I have rattled on long enough, look at her. I see her beautiful face on there. I can see, Finn, you are not only on the big projector, but you are on the TVs in the back, and I can see you. Can we get her unmuted, Ron? Are you unmuted, Finn?
Yes, I am. That's not scary at all.
Finn, let the good people know where they can find you online, and then we're ready for your poetry.
Yes, you could find me on Linktree. It's just simply Finn Bell. And I'm going to go ahead and share 2 older poems with you. This first one is a love letter to one of my dogs. It's called Momo. You are quivering movement, even in your consummate stillness, waiting and listening. Do your ancestors, wolves still whispering to you in the errant breeze that slips through a cracked open window? Your sickle tail wags, barely, only once, and your sweet tortilla chip-shaped ears take their turns flicking, turning into snickerdoodle seashells, hearing a door, hearing footfalls only known to you, hearing the dog across the street, and coveting that they are outside and you are inside. You turn your merry, perfect olive garnish eyes down to the end and hum in your own native language about the injustice of it all. One nudge beneath my elbow should be enough to say, I need something, pay attention. But I am human and you are a good boy, a smart boy, so forgive me, I am a little dense sometimes. A more insistent prodding soon follows, and your patience with my slowed response is melting rapidly and on its way to a moan, a long yip, and a well-deserved stare down. Do you start sharp bark and a little jig, and herded with a cool nose to the back of my knees, all the way to the front door. No ifs, ands, or buts. And then I want to share one more with you. This is called Sister Tanka 7. Number 1. Bone was pulverized in pathos and self-loathing. I shed tears with you, broken bodies mend slowly, splintered hearts, unending pain. Number 2, fair belle of the ball, dusky skin is second class. I am adopted. The world still spins despite me. Second daughter lost in sulk. Number 3, you and I connect, where blood pools so easily, but trust is tricky. Love makes the betrayal sting, even the pain imagined. Number 4, I am just like you. I am you, only other. My words are your words. You speak them and I repeat. At times I do the talking. Number 5, Pepper was a pup. This is where memory fails. There were two of you, and you drew them whimsy on a secrets tin. Number 6, I barely knew you. City life imbued Elan. I still ate tuyo. While your clique noshed on shakies and my crimped hair was a disgrace. Number 7, because past and present, none yet have been deemed worthy. No one breaks your heart without rending mine to ash. Stab one, and the other screams. Thank you.
I love me the dog people. All right, no offense to you cat people, but I like dog people. And I swear I think we heard her dog snoring in the back. Was that your dog? Yes, we did. That was like great timing. I love the production value of the community here at the New Eureka Poets Cafe. All right, next coming up, let us get my man DG Clearing on the screen. He also opened the gallery out in, oh, there he goes. DG, there we go. Let the good folks know where they can find you on Facebook, and then we're ready for your poetry, brother.
Hey, everybody, so good to be here. So good to have a live audience. I'm from outside of Green Bay, and you can find me on Facebook or look up DG Clearing. I've got one poem for you tonight. What do you call it? High school sweethearts. I think that's what you'd call them. He was the badass, smoking cigarettes, getting into fights, drinking and doping. She was a preppy with good grades, strict parents, a cheerleader, and on student council. What do you call it when you wish you could just piss off mom and dad? The bad boy syndrome? Tommy was just the guy getting high in his souped up ride. At 16, he'd done juvie and had a switchblade at his side. The Buffy and Angel of Maiden Creek. Tommy and Amy sitting in a tree, Kissing. He got Amy pregnant. Her parents kicked her out of the house. Impure, stained, and unholy at the age of 14. Everyone called her a slut. They dropped out of school, got a room at the Starlight Motel with its green and yellow neon star and the vacancy sign that always was flashing. It had a little kitchenette with lime green tiles and a chipped Formica countertop, a 2-burner hot plate, and a refrigerator that never kept anything cold, with green mold in the gaskets to match the decor. At 3 months, the baby would not stop crying. In the hands of a 16-year-old father, the infant was shaken to death. Amy screaming at the top of her lungs for him to stop. He dropped the bundle to the floor, then punched her in the stomach and bashed her in the face. One child dead. The other sprawled on the yellow spotted linoleum floor, bruised and beaten from the fists of his anger. Her bosom bleeding with the milk of her heart. White tears dripping onto her dead baby lying on her stomach. Tommy sitting on the bed, chugging warm chocolate milk from the carton. Thank you, everyone.
DG Clearing, also an artist out in Wisconsin. I warned ya. Now the poems could be trigger warning. It's not easy, it's heavy, life is heavy. We let our poets speak their mind. Everyone coming in, we got seats over here. Make sure you find yourselves a seat. Make sure you look up DG Clearing on Facebook, DG Clearing. Thank you, DG. All right, let us now get to some poets in-house. Next, first coming up is going to be, if you need real estate, if you need a place to stay in New York City, you're looking to buy a place or rent, you can also speak to this poet. Also, if you're really into beanies and you're looking for a new religion, you can speak with her because we call her the Beanie God. Please put your hands together as Elizabeth Strauss, aka Deadpan Lizzie, comes to the mic.
Thank you. Many blessings. All right, so if you want to follow me online, ES_Strauss on Instagram. We're gonna get vulnerable tonight, why not? This is from the prompt from the 30 for 30, Morning Rain Forgiven. It's called Seawall. It can be hard to forgive when someone breaks their bond and trust with me. I retreat back into my beanie shell like the true hermit crab I am. Not scowling from afar or up close, even in the most uncomfortable situations. To work on myself, I will always need the quiet in order to do so. When a hurricane storms in on me, disrupting my already fragile shell, it shakes me to my core. Like zombies attacking me with the mouth of Audrey 2, the Venus flytrap swallowed me so quickly I did not know how to catch my breath. The longest winter of my life, also the most important season thus far. 30.5 years around the cold sun. I could have ended it all, though that thought never crossed my mind. I have too much gift to give back to this world to not share it. I have too much to work on while God lets me. A nervous breakdown cannot break me. The lessons learned from January until April. Love and death can feel more overwhelming than studying for exams. I felt like I was studying hope. How do I move forward? I started with plant-based pizza and Thai food, comforting me in the freezing cold apartment near the Hudson River. The polar vortex tried to freeze me, but I never let it win. I clung to my shell while fighting queer baiting and love bombs with my pen and voice, a battle I fought for too long, longer than I should have. Grief of friendships and loved ones left me fuzzy, longing for my college days too. When you feel so violated that your skin, mind, and heart may not be able to fully recover, you can push away the storm clouds and Neptune's trident, but you cannot trust that three-pronged spears won't become predatory again. So you leave it to rot at the bottom of the sea, far away from your shell, safely continuing to live and exist. And this last line is a panku. These are my truths right now. Let it be. Thank you.
Deadpan Lizzie. Next coming up, we've got, Ron, can we lower the mic a little? Poets, remember when you come up here, make sure you speak into the mic so that our people at home and on YouTube can hear it. Next coming up, we've got a little special something. I don't even know what's gonna happen. Are you ready? Like, I'm calling it special, but I hope that's what it's gonna be, right? Like, we flipping it up. So, we are going to have a little, collaboration of a couple. Am I allowed to say that? Or did I just mess that up, right? I don't know, they could just be dating and why are you giving us a title, dude? You're gonna make this weird. We came to your poetry show and you made it weird for us. So this couple has worked on this little collab, right? And I think he's gonna do a little dancing, and she's gonna do a little words, right? And who did the music? Oh, okay, so the dancer did the music. Okay, cool. The boyfriend, can I say that? Yeah, okay, the boyfriend. Oh, the fiance? I'm pushing it now, all right. Joke over, I'm pushing it too much. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the stage, Aisha and Jelani. Clap as they come to the mic. Keep clapping. Give it up for this relationship. Clap, clap, clap.
That was an introduction. Of our ancestors. Serving as this channel, we allow sacred knowledge to dismantle this distorted reality that's ready for an evolutionary remedy. We welcome in this divine intervention that reminds us of our inseparable interconnection. Recognizing the God in you implies that I honor the goddess in me too. Making the world more feminine simply means tuning in to heal the wounded masculine, to step away from the aggression by turning to restore within, as we unify these energetic polarities to harmonize and ascend. This is just the beat of culture, where ancestral wisdom becomes her altar, reconnecting the energetic feminine men to serve her instead of falter. This is just the beat of identity, where freedom and fluidity will always come close to each other. Where movement and flow transcendence is inevitably shown. Even with assimilation, we sit here with even with assimilation, there is still identity liberation. Because we came here with no external domination. Emancipation came before indoctrination. So let's return to a love for our divine origination. Accepting the oppression towards the protection of our skeleton, rejecting skin bleaching, which makes the world anti-melanin. Healing sexuality, understanding sensuality as healthy forms of expression, instead of it being a woman's ultimate sin or abusing what is a sacred connection. How to surrender to who is within so we can accept that on the outer and accept the beauty that's always been. This is just the beat of the land, the same cyclical pulsation that beats for every goddess. Flowing through your veins is a decolonial current, a chance to heal and reclaim power, road to stop divisive cycles that make our own selves seem simple. Our ancestors, the revolutionary mind that exists within you can be used about generations of progress too. That's what gives you connect to what fulfills you. And the world grows on harmony too. Your answers become everybody of shit. You know our past tears. You've seen whisper, and it's something you have to be. Who were you resting on? And what is the moment you will find how you feel? What you is all. What is truth and truth within you? What is truth and truth within you? What is something you first? You are going to be. You are going to You are also all you got to do is is you. Love is truth, so truth is you. Love is truth, so truth is you. You've got wisdom running through. You've got God's love in you. Trust yourself. That's all you gotta do. Own your power. You're living proof that love illuminates all truth. Love can't heal all past wounds. Love is truth and truth will free you. Love is truth and truth will free you. Love is truth and truth will free you. Within her bosom, connect to her. awesome. Reclaiming your energy, transforming generational song. Liberating yourself is feeling the breath in yourselves. Feel this. This is the rhythm of your internal drum. May you follow this beat home to the place where we all come from. The core of creation always stems from love. Return to your heart, and you will rise above. Return to our heart, and we will rise above. Thank you.
Aisha and Jelani, the couple. And for those of you who heard and may be new to this, when you hear the poets chanting one of us, it means you done fucked up. Because now that means whenever we do a show online or at the cafe, you have to come because you are now in the cult. We have so done it. I believe Aisha, you've already gotten that, but now Jelani, this is going to be your first time hearing one of us, so now you are one of us, which makes perfect sense because you are a couple, right? Now that I'm allowed to say that, it's like it feels a couple. One more time, give it up for Aisha and Jelani. Next coming to the mic is Janet Sullivan. Where is Janet? Clap as Janet comes to the mic. Keep clapping. She's almost here.
Thank you. Oh, that's going to be tough to follow. You guys were great. Hi, I'm Janet Sullivan. You can find me at janetsullivan.com. That was wonderful. I was dancing in my seat. So I'm new to public performing, and I write poetry as a cathartic experience, not really as how it's going to sound to everyone else. So I sing and talk to myself all day, and I dance in the kitchen, and I'm going to be singing in my poetry. So close your eyes when I'm singing, and don't look at me like I'm a 5-year-old, because I'm not a professional. So I write about my work because I love my work. I do Kundalini yoga and Qigong and Chinese medicine and human design. So I'm going to talk about that stuff in my work. It might not make sense to you, but it means a lot to me. So the first one is short and the second one is longer. Singing and praying bring the answers I seek as I prepare. I'll be swaying today as I'm praying my way, moving bodies and sound, grateful for one more day. You know you can find me swinging from those laughing rafters with that cosmic laughter, happily ever after, as I am ready to be the true I am, the great I am, the I am that I am. Watch me clap with the rhythm in those labs and dry kitchens, common beats of other nations. Oh, they feed me best when I'm impatient. They fill up my tank and now I'm racing on that track back to home. Where is that? Old home? New home? This home? That? Oh, nowhere is home but the comfort of my body, heart beating in my chest. I travel with the best. I'm taking this house with me wherever I go. Oh, rest easy, boy. I am not lost. I've got this form and my emptiness. In my right timing, friendliness, decision-making authority to rely on, fulfilling purpose through the mind. Yet that corner of initiation is in my background, pumping all the time. And the second one is called Offbeat, and 2 words are not English. Odar means other, not one of us. Different, you are different, Odar. And then Satnam is what Kundalini teaches. It's what we say at the end of class, hoping that that whole 2 hours together, your vibrational name lines up with ultimate truth. Sat Nam, may truth be your name. So Odar and Sat Nam. And this is where I sing, and you just close your eyes. I'll close my eyes. Okay, offbeat. I'll show you my hands. I'll show you my smile. Maybe my grit. Maybe my bile. Dig a little deeper. Dancing in those street shoes, I'll be a straight shooter and never lose my loot. Cause I'm dancing to the offbeat, swaying with the no beat, no sound around me. Shoulder rocking, head bopping up and down. I got downbeat syndrome, baby. Nothing but love for you, lady. 50 in the club is shady and swaying and coming at you with the wepa. Roof. Swaying, rocking, 1-3-1-3, feel so wrong. Me and my offbeat, I hear that gap in the bass, no relapse. Feeling a depth in the hollow, making something out of nothing. That gets me through to see tomorrow. I see into my future. Oh, all possibilities lay. But insidious scenarios, they compete with repeat loops of past pain. I'm dropping down into the spiral, but I'm punching up another heartbeat of tomorrow. Follow the leader. Where my smart feet take me to your leader, Benita Applebaum, you gotta put me on. Tick tock, you don't stop, keep on rocking the beat. Jackson 5 sings ABC, 1, 2, 3, ABC. Music is everything to me. Beat is no sound. Back to the pound I go, mixed mutt, find my way home, wherever that is. I am Odar to the full bloods. And I'm too foreign for the Celts. I'm a breed of my own, the missing family heirloom. Swimming in memory of mom's living room. Oh, it swells up to the surface, and I see it now. The gold sun, Tolstoy, Steinway, Persian rug. Close my eyes and feel that nostalgic tug. Oh, family, family burning bright. Kiss them goodbye and say goodnight, because who is left to be kin with me? Remnants of my family tree, we've got Debbie, Ani, Nina, Rose, but who will host that Christmas roast? I've got no more in-laws, no more blood, and yes, I still dream of Iranian rugs. These cousins are coming to a close. Who am I gonna hug as I mount picture frames of familial ghosts? And still, through the loss, I move to what's not there. I'm always dancing to the rhythm of the offbeat because it turns me on. It flips my natural switch and all my worries are gone. Beats don't matter. What I feel is what I hear. Skip those beats and give me nothing but silence for my ears. Because what's missing, what is missing is big and fat, juicy and black, empty and full and all of that. Satnam lives on. Infinite endings. Infinite edges and infinite wells of cavernous pleasure. Oh yeah, my healing is among us. Tap into my rhythm. I'm dancing in my party dress. And as you know, I always wear shorts underneath so I can keep it going till the last one leaves.
Keep giving up for Janice Sullivan. Janet done messed up. She's gonna have to give up her social life now to come hang out with us weirdos. Love it, love it. Thank you, Janet. That was awesome. All right, we're gonna move to our Zoom portion again. And I had mentioned some mommy and daddy language, and normally that's what this poet gives us. I don't know, I don't want to pressure her into anything, because then sometimes she gives us like a real tearjerker. And that is Marissa Prada with that gorgeous hat. I'm loving it. Marissa, a pleasure to see you. The floor is all yours, sis.
What's up, New Yo? Let's get some erotica going tonight. All right, I got to take myself off the big screen here. I can't. It's too much. All right, you can find me, Marissa Prada, on Facebook, Prada Painting and Poetry on IG. The word is right, WRITE, and Red or Green Books. I'm here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Red is READ. We have an LGBTQ anthology out. Lizzie Strauss is putting that together, so go to redorgreenbooks.com. You can see the flyer for that. Here we go. My pussy is aching for you again tonight. You are who I think about to stay wet. Your vanilla bean body begs for me. Lube between fingers, braille goosebumps lead me to read the hieroglyphics of your history. Learn the ink of your skin. Wonder if there's a place for me on your body. Roadmap booby trap me in your hands, your mouth. Fuck me in the dark, where the art of my heart comes to life, since I am a cargo ship of orgasm 20 to 30 times in a session. Yes, open my legs, buffet style. I want your 4-course dick dinner. Show me the way home to your feast. Salt and pepper penetration celebration, push it real good. TLC red light special, what a man better spank these beautiful ass cheeks. Naughty need to be nasty, ask me where I want it. How do I want it? Tupac lady labias waiting for your cum. Fing fuck my pussy, then just before orgasm. Flat hand my clit, back and forth, blind faith. Rub me like you're scratching a record. Back, forth and forth, Aaliyah me to freedom. Are you that somebody? That 1 in a million? Impossible, absolutely impossible. Backdooring forthcomings to Jesus meetings, thanking him for creating such a magician of orgasm. Fuck me dry. Fuck me till I cry happy. Fuck me till I die. Make me give you all of me. Fuck me like we on day 1. Fuck me like you own it. Don't take it easy on me. This pussy's yours, Poppy. Cause I'm gonna fuck you like I love you. I'm gonna fuck you like I hate you. I'm gonna fuck you stupid. That's my cock, by the way. I'm gonna fuck you stupid. Gonna ask what day it is. Forget where you're at. Forget what your name is. Beg for water. Beg for more. My cock hears me. It's lube day every day, Big Papa. I'm notorious for the big things, hypnotizing hearts and hard-ons. Now, these hands are warmed up. Let me focus on you, sexy. Just know you don't stand a chance. At first glance, I seem nice enough, safe enough, just to handle a little, just the tip. Pro tip, I got a big mouth, so bring out your big guns. My eyes are bigger than my ass, but she's a fucking pro. I need you inside me. I need to ride you, hide the body, seek the mind, show me some signs of life. I'm gonna suck it out of you. Just sit back, let me do my thing. And then he entered me. I'll sing you a squirting song on your long, hard dick. Beautiful man. I lick it. I love it. Oh, it's motherfucking mine. Next round. Dessert dick time.
Marissa Prada. Mommy and Daddy, I love the production value we're getting off of Zoom tonight. Are we not? Are we not? I love it. I love it. Make sure you go look up Marissa Prada. Like I said, she's got her hands in a lot of cookie jars. No pun intended. Make sure you go check that out. Thank you very much, Marissa. That was awesome. All right. Now we are going to Denmark. For there, yes, there is someone who is staying up super late to be with us, or super early, depending how you look at it. And my man, Pal Zenkel. Pal, a pleasure to see you again, brother. Let the good folks know where they can find you online, and then you got 4 minutes to rock out. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much. I'm so grateful to be here. And you can find me on Instagram. It's Pelle, _real. And on YouTube and Facebook, you can find me just finding my name. And I'm going to read a poem. It's 2-in-1 poem because it's the same poem, but in 2 different languages. It's in English and Danish. I'm afraid of no one can see me, afraid of the things I love, the things that mean so much to me only happen in the night when I'm sleeping and dreaming. Jeg bange for ikke at blive set, Bange for det, der betyder allermest for mig, kun kommer til at ske, når jeg om natten sover, ligger og drømmer. Afraid to become the drop that fades into the sea's dark corners. The rings in the water are like videos on tape, more and more broken and faded. My silhouette, my DNA, drowning without any fingerprint. Jeg er bange for at blive dråben, der rammer havets mørke kroge. Ringene i vandet er som filmen på VHS-båndet. Mere og mere slidt, min silhuet, mit DNA forliser uden fingeraftryk. The drop that lands on the top of the hill, my skin against the road, sliding all the way down, every little piece of art bleeding out on the street. Nobody notice, they are running away from the rain. Dråben, der lander på bakken, huden imod asfalten, glider hele vejen ned. Kunsten bløder ud på gaden, men ingen ser, fordi de flygter væk fra regnen. Soaked feelings, my thoughts are bleeding, diluted, disappearing. Gennemblødte følelser, mine tanker forbløder og fortyndes, forsvinder. The drop that lands under the broken streetlight, the neighbor lamp's picture in the puddle makes me sad. Only the illusion of the spotlight, like all the perfect social media lives, picture real fake. Dråben, der lander under den ødelagte gadelampe, nabolampens spejlbillede i vandpytten, sårer mig, da det blot er illusionen af spotlightet. Ligesom den nymoderne billedredigering ægte fake. Feeling it so intense when the newspaper blowing down the street, hitting my mind and body with all the depressing news. The front page, the hardest hit in my face, knocking me out. Mærker det især, når avisen blæser hen ad gaden, giver lussinger med nedtursartikler, lander med forsiden det største slag direkte i ansigtet. Wipes to the depression, the threat that sews my facial expressions together, gødningen til depressionen, tråden der syrer ansigtsmimikken fast. The newspapers posing colors, polluting my senses, paralyzing the attraction to my dreams. Avisens giftige farver forurener mine sanser, prøver at bedøve signalet til det, jeg drømmer om. Cutting the mental wires, klipper de mentale ledninger. My heart is more and more cracked. Mit hjerte er ved at krakelere. But I keep on dripping tears of blood in my heart. Men jeg fortsætter med at dryppe dråbe for dråbe af blod ned i hjertet. So my pulse keeps my dreams alive. Så pulsen holder drømmene i live. Thank you so much.
Hells and Kell all the way in Denmark. Thank you, brother. Make sure that y'all go check him out. Give him a follow. He is a mainstay member of the Monday Night Online Open Mic. Want to let everyone know at the bar that I've got some seats up front. Or if you want, you can go upstairs. We've got some space upstairs. We got to clear up a little bit. Of course, though, if you are speaking to Steve and getting your drink on at the bar, or I think it's Kenny over there right now, my man Kenny's over there, make sure that you go get your drink on. And of course, like I said, I've got some space upstairs if you want. Right now, next coming up, let's get Jerry Lissimo up here, Ron. Can we get my man Jerry Lissimo up? Now, I just want to let y'all know, I don't know what poem Jerry Lissimo is going to do, but it may make you hungry. He tends to write a lot of poems about food. Do we got the... There he goes. Look at our beard. Look at our beautiful beard. Jerry Lissimo, let the good folks know where they can find you online. And then we ready for your poetry, brother.
It's Generosimo Brian Franco on Facebook and GNRLSMO on Instagram. I'll put all that in the chat afterwards. I've got 3 poems. The first poem, where did I have that? Hold on 1 second. Is one of my 30-30 prompts. It's called Taking Inventory at the Armory. I was posited a query to name another word for salvation. Love, friendship, family, trust, touch, hugs, smiles, respect, privacy, communication, conversation, people, pets, a hot home-cooked meal, a hot bath, a nice long shower, a good night's sleep, sunshine, fresh air, flowers, probably all of the above. It takes an army to find salvation. The most effective armies wage peace and love, not war. The most effective armies do not use weapons that shoot, stab, explode, and kill. The most effective armies arm themselves with humanity. And the next two poems are for National Poetry Month. The first one I wrote in a workshop that was run by a woman who passed away in February of 2021 from COVID, and I also dedicate this to a man from San Francisco named Richard Sanderell, who was a stalwart member of the San Francisco poetry community, and it's called A Most Honorable Warrior's Death. So many people I know have said poetry has saved their lives. The same story is told in a million different voices around the world. Poets are warriors. Poets are fighters. Poets are Olympic pugilists. Our enemies, our nemesis, our sparring partners are simultaneously our mirrors in our past. Our present tense existences are fleeting moments in which we contemplate lives, decisions, relationships, families. Our words run through veins to hearts and through nerves to brains. We spit them out as poetry, exposing them to the elements, sending them to a glorious death, memorialized on page to be read both out loud and in silence, not only by us, but also others who have experienced pieces of our lives in their separate lives. Their epitaphs are our epitaphs. Our poetry is a graveyard that transforms death into life. And finally, I know Advocate loves this one, so it's called Lady Poetry. Poetry, it is no secret you are a woman. You are the goddess of midwifery. Each poem I give birth to births something inside my soul I never knew existed. Poetry births emotions, tears, laughter, anger, and confusion. Poetry births outrage, protest, justice, and humanity's ability to cure society's ills. Poetry births voices that did not know they were capable of eliciting everything poetry births. Poetry births words from minds that never knew they could communicate something visceral. Poetry births poets who read and hear poetry created by other poets, then find poetry inside their minds that will be read or heard by others who will create their own poetry, creating an infinite loop of other people creating poetry. Push, 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 push. One more, you can do it. Push! Congratulations. You've given birth to a poem. Process, everyone.
I love when he does that. Jerry Brian Franco. Make sure you go look him up, give him a follow. Brother, thank you so much for that. Woo. It's going to be hard to follow that, but I think I got someone. Now we're going to go back to the stage here. We got someone we call the wild card. I don't see him. Where is the wild? Oh, there he is. He's wearing the wild shirt. Look, I don't know what we're going to get from him. Sometimes we get mommy and daddy language from him. And then when we expect something dirty, he just opens his soul up. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, coming all the way down from Buffalo, New York to hang out with us. He got family here in the Lower East Side. Give it up for him with Jordan.
Man, you know it's always Lower East Side. This piece is called 9-hour bus ride from home back to Buffalo, and I'm being a little nasty ass, but what else do you expect? The older I get, wait, hold on. The nastier I get, the more I start to think the reason I was given teeth are so I could pull your hair with them while behind you. I love how long it's getting, like most of my poem titles. If you were bald, I wouldn't do nothing wild like sink my fans into your skull. No. I would, on the other hand, plant them along sagittal line deep enough to pluck vertebrae right out your spine. At least, that's what it'll feel like. Sounds psychotic, but I'll let you know now. I am nothing near Hannibal Lecter in his prime. Only coochie is what I consider edible enough to cannibalize. Him having trouble finding the clip makes my lack of search to her seem like magic. I would say a magician never reveals his tricks, but damn it, they teach us this in school. Not paying attention might result in burns on legs, and it is not to be treated like you in a DJ booth. If direction is needed, there's no reason to be afraid to ask. Definitely ain't afraid to admit missing has happened to me in the past. Communication opens the door to understand every individual body has its own unique map. I'm somewhere between tell me what you like and I'll work on figuring it out myself. If you're open to surprise and signed consent forms with the spit building all up in your mouth. Vague as fuck. But I could show you things. Expose you to a world where you don't ever owe me anything. To please you is my pleasure. To honor your desires will literally only make me better. I'm sure it sucks not every man does this. I see too many egos and images hurt when they cry during these discussions. Talking about, I'll receive but won't give head, motherfucker. I will slap you so hard, the next 7 generations and your ancestors will feel it. As I said one time, I ain't violent. Just trying to open minds to not supply, to not simply get, but start supplying. This isn't to say that I don't enjoy also getting off. I love not knowing where I'm gonna end up when I launch. Could be your face, or accidentally mine. Might be a stuffed animal that belongs to a friend, or a window at a hotel overlooking my city's lights. I don't know for sure because my moisturizer has got a mind of its own. Pretty sure if I didn't have hands, my penis would be the one writing all these poems. Probably host some workshops. Or hold karaoke nights right at the New York. I gotta give him his flowers for hanging out with me as I grow. Because one day he'll get tired and can't get up no more. So thanks for sticking around, my dude. Thanks for sticking around. When the rest of my body fails, I know you'll be the last one to hold me down. Thank you. You can follow me at thewithdrawn.com. You scroll down, you find all the socials. I'm off social media right now, but still posting on my website. And much love, family. Thank you.
The Withdrawn. Wild card. You never know what you're gonna get, man. Never know what you get. Thankfully, it's nice to know he still writes poems with his hands. All right, next coming up, Justin Ramsey. Give it up as Justin makes his way to the mic. Keep clapping, he's almost there, he's almost there, he's almost there, he's here.
Enjoy. Let's go, Justin, you got this shit!
Thank you. Just quick appreciations to my friends, family, colleagues who are zooming in and showing up to the New York. I got a couple quick hits and one big rock, as we like to say. The first one is a little something for my pops who turned 61 this week. So happy birthday to my pops. It goes a little something like this. So it says, parlayed with Pepsi. Westerns playing on the TV. Gotta love my pops. Cafe and Pan swag. Puerto Rican through and through. Gotta love my pops. Always right on time with something funny to say. Gotta love my pops. He chases the grandkids. I watch the joy he brings them. Gotta love my pops. Beyond excited when he makes his lasagna. Gotta love my pops. Despite no blood ties, he calls me son all the same. Gotta love my pops. I get a little mushy, it's all right. I like my feelings. So this next one is called Left on Red. We've all been there. It used to be sleepless nights watching TV in bed. Now instead, I just get left on red. To go from great to nothing really fucks with my head. Got me going through some Tom Hansen type dread. Makes me think about those days of summer, that the love was one-sided. Man, what a bummer. The truth hurts, man, a real stone cold stunner. But I can't let the pain make me hate on her or shun her. We both made mistakes, we both own some blame. We were both coming out of some tough mental pain. But to tour with my feelings is real fucking lame. Love or not, I can't play them games. Was I misled? Possibly. Was I being naive? Probably. But that's life, man. C'est la vie. Time to move on, face facts, let them be. So no more complaints about being left on red. At the very least, I know she saw what I said. How I hope all is well and I wish her the best. And that she and hers stay safe and stay blessed. Thank you. I got one more. Go to the 2 quick hits, now it's time for the big rock. All right, this one's called I'm Good. How many times you told someone you're good and you really weren't? There's a little something on that. So it goes, hey, what's up, kid? How are you? Like a well-rehearsed script, I used to say, yo, I'm good. Avoiding the truth that I'd tell if I could. But we're men. We can't be in a bad mood. So I put up and shut up and man up like I should. Each day seemed the same as the one before. Walking through work, rest, and play like they're all a bore. Struggling to find energy to do all my chores. Glued to the couch, scrolling and swiping till I snore. The crazy part is, while I handled my business, I was at the top of my game to those that bore witness. Though in reality, behind the smiles and finesse, lied a tired soul deep in distress. Yo, what's up, Papa? How you feeling? On a real ass note, I feel like less than my best. Though I'd crack a smile and tell you, man, I'm blessed. There's no way I can share that I'm overwhelmed and stressed, that I'm feeling run down, tired, and depressed. And while I knew that the big blessings were loading, I could feel my energy, my swagger eroding. It felt like the world around me is imploding, but I had to suit up and perform because the show keeps on going. A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. No punk ass shit like letting feelings show through. So instead of letting emotions run true, what distractions do us fellas run to? How about that Warzone, Madden, and good old 2K? Or scrolling through memes that cut on Will and Kanye? And when all else fails, what saves the day? Booze, bud, food, and sometimes some same-day parlays. And while I have Yeezy and Bel Air on my mind, why is it that we treat these brothers so unkind? These black men in pain get used to entertain and deter us from sharing our own bouts with shame. Truth is, that macho shit is fake news. Men can be cool while talking through their blues. Matter of fact, how did he come up with them bangers without channeling and voicing his hurt and anger? If I've learned anything from the wise Brene Brown, it's that secrecy, silence, and judgment are the jewels in shame's crown. It's that man-up attitude that tears relationships down, makes us withdraw and bottle up feelings so they flood us and we drown. So it's prime time to turn off all that toxic male noise and learn to speak truth with your boys and your girls. Better yet, link up with a doc, coach, mentor of your choice. It's that therapy, man, that will help give that pain a voice. So be true to yourself, even when haters are teasing. Stand on your own square instead of people pleasing. Pursue progress instead of perfection. Run, walk, fall forward towards your dreams, even if you're missing some directions. Have the courage to be seen in your shame and in your glory. And ride out with your loved ones as you craft out your story. So that the next time your man's asks, hey, how are you? You can say, man, I'm good, and those words can ring true. Thank you.
Justin Ramsey, get your spoke on, man. We all going through something, man. We need to talk to someone. Next coming up is a man who is in touch with his feelings, and he's a teacher, and he's a professional Frisbee player. Give it up for my man, Maddie. Clap as Maddie comes to the mic.
Super happy to be here. Don't know whether I should do something that's prepared or some new shit. What are y'all feeling? Okay. Thanks for making it easy. All right. I'm just so happy it's spring. Thank God it's spring, which brings warmth because my building was brick as fuck. Did you know that the windows don't close no matter how cold, even below freezing? Can you believe the frustration that we still have no ventilation? They have had over a year when the buildings were clear of students and my peers. Don't believe what you hear. It's worse than you fear. COVID is here and the end is near. I don't blame those who stay, clear of this message and this career. How can it be so hot when this old mold-filled building is freezing cold? Not just cold, but COVID cold. Half-filled rooms, no time for Zooms. What do I do when there's nothing to be told? During Omicron, half the school was gone, and I felt like a pawn being drawn to my limit. Because the cold, I can't stand it, so I wore a blanket. It's true. I asked my kids to log on, the Wi-Fi slogs on, they say, Mister, this Wi-Fi is trash. How can this be when the DOE is so flush with cash? My kids be playing Clash. If you don't get that, you're old. The budget's being slashed, but vegan Fridays passed. Mister, this food is ass. Mister, my computer crashed. Mister, these Chromebooks are shit. Why don't we have Macs? And then my peers contract COVID. It should be noted how I live with no periods off to fill the gaps. Do it for the kids. No time to relax. About to collapse. So much for contracts. Let's face the facts. Teachers be breaking their backs for not enough cash. It's getting old, this bitter cold. The constant hold, the gold standards I'm to uphold. Stay in the lines, but break the mold. Stay in the lines, but keep your soul. Trust the design, but give up your goals. Like I said, it's getting old. When will I fold? How long can I hold? When will these coals I walk make me grow bold before I burn out, before I've sold out my soul? Throw fuel on the pyre. I'm too close to the fire because I'm closer to quitting than I am getting fired. I'm just so tired, being so mired down by what is desired versus what my kids require. My job is to inspire tired teens not used to being seen. My job is to inspire wired teens addicted to screens. Their fire, barely an ember, I need to fan into a great flame. To act like this year is the same, to feel like a pawn in some game, while taking the blame for learning loss, while being gaslit to bear a cross, while our students get lost in the sauce, while our mayor plays the big boss. Fuck them all. Talking about getting back to normal, like there was some formal post that we are post-COVID, without saying what COVID did to the kids, like there isn't mass trauma, like it's the usual drama, like we didn't just wear pajamas for an entire year. When we couldn't hear because everyone was muted. I was the worst DJ ever. Their phone addiction so deep-rooted, the devastation of instant gratification. So unsuited to follow rules, so unsuited to be in school, so fast the infliction of violence and pain. How can you say it will ever be the same? That will go back to normal. My journal is just a portal to the past, so let's give normal a formal evaluation. None of that Danielson bullshit, though. Normal is thousands not graduating. Normal is class sizes of 30. Normal is rooms that are very dirty. My room hasn't been cleaned in 2 years, probably. Normal is 2 informal observations for the summation of my year. Normal was shit. Normal was never adequate. It's time that it's fixed before we all quit, and our children will find unfit teachers filled in who drill in soul-killing testing, all the while society electing folks without reflecting on what they're expecting from teachers. They're playing with fire. I'm closer to quitting than I am getting fired. I'm just so tired, my bad.
Maddie the teacher! All right, it is time for us to resume to Zoom. Mr. Ron Mark Thompson, can I get my brother Elemental up there?
Ooh, crazy. What's good?
He goes, my man. Loving your background, by the way. Brother, the floor is yours.
Appreciate you. What's good to everyone? Much peace and blessings to all the folks in the building. Listen, to every poet who came before me and every poet after, truly appreciate y'all energy. This is something brand new, man. First and foremost, of course, Storm God's in the building. That dude's the dopest. Also, advocate of Wordz with a Z. Get that cat a follow because he's the dopest host in the Zoom verse, straight up and down. This is just something brand new, man. We're gonna call it White Truffles. From lost shores to explorers of flat earth Copernicus concepts where constellations carry names of celestial restrictions of thinking past blank slates that make supremacy gloriously gorgeous, painted in infinite galaxies of history on 23.5-degree axis of ill will, you'll find this. Blue pill oasis of equal opportunity connoisseurs put hatred in orbit, no Sputnik, see its magnificence twinkling in twilight space odyssey, no Iliad, manifest destiny of select few sent to challenge laws of physics as if they equal energy times speed of light squared in round holes or abstract angles of misguided hopes toward Eden before, during, and after hunting season, chose terror tactics as perfect distraction for voting and learning, turning other cheeks to keep piece of pie tasteless as desired in names of safe streets after old world criminals, despicable generals for communities protected and served with rogue undertones in a fix, sick, twisted way. Warriors come out to play, warriors come out to play, to keep the future swayed by white knights under vanilla skies, under aliens in blue tights. Call it super national or super soldier or super powered painting of big dog status with boss hog habits, yanking chains, throwing pennies. Call it trickle down, make it rain checks. For every dollar left behind this 400-year head start, better known as racial hierarchy, done so delicately, deftly, extracting full potential of nasty, basted in barbarism at just the right temperature, fresh out the frying pan into the fire of masterpiece theater, while we left with a bill of rights, bill of sale, bill for services rendered for refined belligerents of African descendants. Bitch, please, we are true beings of Eden, which is in Africa. Africa, by the way. It's in Africa. It's in Africa. Fall in line with children of the sun who never asked for a version of your domination, simply within, but without. I mean, within, but without. Within, but without. Same treachery that's filled our hearts with ABCs and CBSs and NBCs of the American existence. Tell me, which direction is north when your sense of guidance lies just south of your intestinal fortitude towards superiority? Tell me, what does blind eyes see with wide shut tunnel visions of what the way things used to be when common sense was a tertiary reference for treating people with humanity? Maybe I'm asking for too much in this land of Christianity where crusaders roam Greece, squeaky wheels of Spartan deities on and off silver screen pipe dreams of colorless societies. Think more Planet of the Apes. See color as primal, no Caesar, that's lethal, less birth of a nation where complexion exists in optimal range of control beyond scope of SES and bourgeoisie regulations that make the pen mightiest sword ever forged by hands of false gods, used to hammer and chisel commandments on stone tablets, turn versions of national anthem in the Francis Scott Key of persecution, passing judgment for discontent from slave mentality? How dare we, the people, actually demand God-given rights from maleficent grand dragons, speaking with a Neanderthal drawl with proper diction to textbook the truth into stories of white flight morphed into triumph, or controlling a population with a devilish grin that always starts with the biggest fuck you I've ever heard, my fellow Americans. Who do you think they're speaking to? Because we, the people, don't speak genocide, baby. We speak revolution. Peace.
My man, Elemental Ron. Can I get some light up here? Can I get some light? Appreciate it, my man, Elemental. Real quick, I want to give everyone at Zoom a little bit of a piece of the audience. Can y'all make some noise for Elemental and everyone on Zoom right now? Appreciate y'all. All right, let's get our next person up on Zoom. Can we get Claudia up on the stage onto the big projector? There she goes! Claudia, let the good folks know where they can find you online. Ooh, I like the new background, by the way. Let the folks know where they can find you online, and then we ready for your poetry, sis. Good to see you.
Thank you. So y'all can find me on Instagram at cap.writes. I will also add my link tree in the chat for those of y'all who are tuning in online. I'm grateful to be here. Thank you, Advocate. Thank you, Neo, for this space. Tonight, I'm going to be sharing 2 short pieces from my recently published book titled Stories, and I hope you all enjoy them. The first one is called Sol. Intelligence doesn't come from a book. Intelligence comes from a place above and beyond us, where things are made before they become physical. I don't know what to call it, but that's where intelligence is from, and that's where she is from. When she became a physical form, she was placed in a green land, and our family tree calls her cousin. She isn't the stereotypical intelligent with glasses and big words that complicate the topic. She is the intelligent that gets straight to the point, but asks a lot of good questions along the way to help you realize that you already knew the point. She's troubled, but we all are in some way. It's the trouble that opens us up to the intelligence we carry. I believe trouble is the key to our minds. The choice to grab the key, turn the lock, and push the door open is entirely up to you. The door may be heavy, but it's not impossible to open. She helped me realize that the hardest part is noticing that your trouble is your key. And what good is a key if it's shoved so deep in your junk drawer that you forget it's there? I think she has tried every key in every door, and that's why I admire her and her beautiful mind. There isn't a single obstacle that becomes a dead end to her. It's simply another door. Thank you. The second one is called I collect. And this one is dedicated to my mother who passed away in 2015. Presente. I collect. I collect moments I wish to never forget. A little piece of life that still makes my heart dance, basking in the zephyr of memories like flower petals lifted and tossed about beautifully. Life is both short and long, length dependent on the collection of memories. Moments, both good and bad, moments that stretched, pulled, and tugged, maybe even tore at your being, growing and blossoming the spirit inside you, defining the light that beams from your head, moments in which I fell in love with life, in which a flower bloomed from my eyes. And though petals fall and loving memories fade, my collection of moments, pressed petals in a book, will last a lifetime, preserved in the cavities of my mind. Thank you.
Claudia, I appreciate that. You inside, nice and warm. Now, I just stepped outside. This is the outside of New Recomposed Cafe. Just want to be able to show people on Zoom what's going on outside. Oh, that's Loco. That's the Phantom. That's the Phantom of the Cafe, Loco. Over here, real quick, everyone. I want to show everyone on Zoom. That's Pedro Petri. Again, come to the cafe. You get to see it. And it's okay. You can walk by. People are walking by with their dogs right now. Okay. Ron, can we get Mr. Gustav Salas onto the big screen? Let's get him unmuted.
Here I am.
Gustav, my man from Florida. Let the good folks know where they can find you online, and then we're ready to hear your poetry, brother.
I'm Magus801 on Instagram. This is brand new. Crank those speakers up to 11. Let my words transport you to heaven. We are the gods in this sacred space, transcending sex, gender, and race, creating new worlds with our words as we take flight like birds, soaring high above all this sadness, our planet possessed by madness. The future is envisioned by poets connected, minds changed and people affected. The music of our voices makes the universe dance. All we ask is that you listen, take a chance. So open your ears for some trippy rhymes, entheogenic, hallucinogenic, for all times. Arise like a phoenix from the ashes. Our fire so bright you catch it in flashes as hypercapitalism booms and crashes. Corporations, our environment trashes. It's come to this vital moment in time. We as writers must call out the crime against this earth. There is no planet B. It's all up to you and me. Evolve a whole new branch on the family tree. Give hope to this land of the free. Open your third eye to finally see that I'm in you as you're in me. Therein lies the secret. It's not duality. We're holographic, each one, the totality. It's way past time to get a grip, crack that whip and right the ship. Decisions we make now affect generations unborn. So let's not weep, nor should we mourn. All hands on deck for radical self-expression to defeat the forces of oppression and heal the wounds of our human mind to live in a world of intelligent design. Peace. Thank you, Advocate. Thank you, RMT.
My man, Gustav Salas. Make sure that you go give him a follow. We got one more poet on Zoom to get to real quick. I just want to let y'all know I am downstairs in the office now so everyone can see that. Yeah, it's a little bit messy. Or the passage and stuff. But I don't know. Bruja, are you here? Are you, she's in the, hold on, she's in the dressing room. Are you decent or no? Oh, you are? Would you like to be on Zoom? Because everyone upstairs, I'm showing them downstairs right now. Okay. This is the executive director, Bruja.
the dungeon, the cave.
Take a look at the office. You saw the office?
Yeah, I showed him the mess. But real quick, I just want to say congratulations to Sis because she had a sold out show yesterday to help fundraise for the roof. Give it up for her one-woman show.
Well, look at the dressing room that I put together. Oh, and my daughter's here. Hi. We're gonna rip it up in karaoke tonight. So we're preparing for karaoke. But here, this was my little dressing room set up, very humble.
Oh, you okay? Do not make fun of the cafe. It will bite back at you. You saw that? It will even bite back at Bruja. Don't bad about the cafe. It's beautiful.
It is. It's perfect. It's perfect.
You okay?
Yeah.
You know it's gonna be on YouTube and Facebook forever now. Love you, sis. All right, real quick, Ron, before someone else gets hurt. Can we please get my man from Japan, Poetic, onto the big screen here?
Hey, Advocate and Ron, thank you so much for giving me an extra spot. I was super surprised but excited. So this is my account. Please, I hope you check it out. And tonight, I want to perform a carnival. This Monday night open mic I perform, but tonight I encore performance. So please enjoy watching. Now let's get started. Carnival! 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 Light your fire! Light your fire! I ever get the darkness. Light your fire! Keep on turning! Keep on turning! If you stop, we'll be covered in moss. Keep on turning! Carnival! Carnival! Carnival heaven! It's up to you! Carnival! Carnival! Rather than reach hopeless, humble, hopeful. Keep your heart burning, keep your heart burning. Don't catch your fire with a fucking cool whining. Try to fly, try to fly. The fear lives inside, not outside. Carnival, carnival. Hello, heaven, it's up to you. Carnival, carnival. Rather than reach hopeless, humble, hopeful. Storm roll harder, see get louder. You guys can't put out this crazy fire. Nothing to be scared, nothing to be scared. My fire scares away the darkness and your tears. Carnival, 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 heaven, it's up to you. Carnival, carnival, rather than reach hopeless, humble, hopeful. Carnival, carnival, hell, heaven, it's up to you. Carnival, carnival, rather than reach hopeless, humble, hopeful. Carnival, 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 carnival. Thank you so much, New York fam. Love you all. Appreciate it.
Give it up for Poetic I swear to God, I love the production value of this company. I just want to let y'all know, this community, I just want to let y'all know that La Bruja is okay. No Bruja was hurt in the filming of the hybrid open mic. She will be here for the after party afterwards. Make sure y'all stick around for the after party. The karaoke is going to get a whole lot funkier. With that being said, we got a few more poets to rock out here on this stage. Josue Perez to the microphone. He's here, and nothing's going to fall on him. I got you.
Hey, how you doing? Alright, this is little weird hearing the voice like from the speakers. You know? So have you guys ever had that one friend who just like throughout despite all laws of logic, he still just does shit and it works out for him? I'm that friend. Anyway, so I'm an anomaly. Good things shouldn't happen to me. A man without a plan, but extreme. I want to be heard, but well, kid, you're gonna have to be seen. A face for the blind, and a voice for the deaf. Without looks or charisma, shit, what do I have left? I have a dream, and I just need to be seen. Thank you.
You are in the cult. And now you're going to have to name your first child after one of the Nuyorican founders. Make sure also before you leave here today that you meet someone you've never met before. All right? We treat the Nuyorican poets like a cafe, like church. All right? Peace be with you. Yes, peace be with you. Make sure that you speak with someone that you've never met before. We're building community. With that being said, Maddie Maroquin to the microphone. We're down to our last few poets. Keep giving it up. Keep giving it up.
Thank you. What's up? Wow. Yelling. Cool. I can do that. So, I wrote a new piece on the way here. That steaky shit type of stuff, you know? I have no clue it's good, so if it isn't, like, you can boo, I don't care, but like, yeah, if it's good, just let me know. 10 things I learned while working in retail. 1, people suck. It's like they went from baby sucking bottles with their mouths to people who suck instead with their personalities. And instead of milk, it's now my patience, my good nature, and my sanity. 2, the craziest person on the team is usually the one who's most fun to work with. Many of my craziest ones have the biggest laughs and the best smiles and no safe home to go back to, so please, ask them if they're doing okay. 3, my mother tongue can grant life. Uneasy coffee bean eyes, native to the ones whose ancestors were forced to harvest them, that don't speak English, stand lost. Pero hablando español es algo that gives them comfort to their souls and brings life into them, because one of the worst feelings in the world is the one of being misunderstood. 4, remember to take your breaks and eat. You ain't pretty without it, trust me, I've seen you. Can't give a customer service without giving service to yourself first. 5, racist people aren't any less racist when you're helping them. You will be called dumb, underqualified for your minimum wage job, and a spew of slurs, so you better get to a place that doesn't tolerate that if they allow it, or if they allow it to happen. That's just a diss towards you as a person, so 6, leave. You don't want an explanation other than maybe a 2 weeks notice out of respect, but only if they respected you while they're there. If not, cause sometimes people suck. And that's all the reason you need. Or maybe they're 8, underpaying you for your work, which equals you asking for a raise. If denied, remember 6. Leave. 9. Use the bathroom while you're on the clock. Enough said. 10. You matter. Many may look down on your customer service positions, but you're providing a need, a comfort, a luxury, a service. You ain't any less than the people who are asking you for help in the moment. So you matter. You matter. Just because you're another retail worker, trust me, you matter. Thank you.
Matthew Malkin, who actually recently moved to New York City from Iowa. I got it right this time. I be saying Idaho, like y'all don't know. I know all the states in this country because so many times I have said he's from a state that he's not from, and I just went to the point. He's from the Midwest. No, he's not from Milwaukee, Iowa. Also, I want to give a shout out. Earlier, I talked about how La Bruja's One Woman Show is a fundraiser to help get the roof and all that. Matthew Marroquin had helped work behind the scenes. So one more time, give it up for him, y'all. And keep clapping as Lorenzo the second comes to the mic. Not the first, not the third, but the second. Keep clapping, keep clapping, keep clapping.
Hi guys. My name is Lorenzo II. I have Nico to thank here, Nico Diaz. He just showed me to all the lovely bunch. I have been inspired. Without further ado, I can't even speak.
You got it.
Seafoam. The aroma flares my nostrils. Like a whirlpool expanding on the thoughts of the possibilities, a black hole forms through my pupil. Widened by aspirations, the taste is bitter but complex. Bursts of jungle rainbows, right up to the last sip. Your lips are foamed by only 50 milliliters of coffee bean, all in the midst of your admirations. That's it. Alright, the second one is tunnel vision. Feeling dazed and confused, I hop on my bike to balance myself. There's an overcast of emotions pulling me back and forth. Because speed makes my focus singular, I'm entering a new dimension. My aperture is at 1.2 on my lens, where only you can see me. I'm liking the darkness casting over my peripherals, seeing only my mission straight ahead, only seeing the light at the end of this tunnel. That's it. Thank you.
Lorenzo! Not the first, not the third, the second. I like that bike line, the fine balance. Gets on his bike. I was like, oh shit. Fuck you, Lorenzo. I wish I wrote that line. God damn it. That was a dope line. One more time, give it up for Lorenzo. Oh, I'm gonna have room. You're after the next poet, okay? No pressure, right? It's just like thousands of people are gonna eventually watch this, and everyone here has been drinking a lot. Make sure you go see our bartender, Steve. Get your drink on, okay? But before we call up, we are now going to Solomon the Wise. Where is Solomon Wise? Solomon Wise coming to the microphone. Oh, let's see, Solomon's ready. Give it up, make some noise for Solomon. Let's go.
All right, y'all, we in New York. I want to try something real quick. All right. Can I get a year? All right, y'all. So basically, basically, my name is Solomon Wise, aka Solo Wise. Some people call me Max. That's a long story. We'll get into that later. So originally I'm from outer space, but I live in the Bronx now. We're gonna get it going real quick, all right? I got a bit of a musical thing going, so hope y'all like it. No, 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 down, da, 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 down. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. Shorty acting up on Broadway, but she never seen the show. But she been playing like Cordelia and budging off a flow. I been talking about potential, she say left it at the door. I said, what that even mean, though? She been notorious, her attitude big, man. Baby, where you been, girl? It's like I never see you lately. Maybe we can get together for over. I'll say some things that make you smile, baby. You wavy like the now. Yeah, that was corny, but it made you smile, dog. I know you taking on this vibe, on that super high flow, nigga. Who says that? Someone that's super high, but not on we, but on this feeling that you give me when you sit here next to me. I think that you're my new addiction. Talking with the Tyrone Big Guns. We can watch an Usher Belcher on your busted television. Watch some classic 90s movies, let you pick. I'm not that choosy. Maybe if I'm lucky, then I might just get some justice. Just like Tupac in the Mount Truck. I hope you got that reference, cause that shit was straight poetic. Justice on the sofa, girl, I love to kiss you if you let me. It's been a minute, but that's open now. On jigger to the mic, it's child all around, lyrical man, son, my stuff, make them put their hands up, cause I am sicker than your average, bro. While I'm on this mic with this East Coast flow, big ups to the legend that came before. I'm about to take it over, who's that? Soy Joe, it's me. I'm the future man that's caught up, I'm stepping in these red bottom Jordan that she got for me, that question my abilities, I can't throw no believe, nigga on no drug, you ready, and I'll leave him breathless. I'm a part-time girl with a chip on my shoulders, a coming in the kid of the upside, so I'm leaving weekend on knees like a copy crossover slave. I in there, well, leaving ducking for cover. I could have been known job, but this is more fun. I got my name in your mouth, y'all gon' never recall, so I'll play on me. That's all I'm on me. If I let me up, I can't even know I even bother, let me bring it back. It's always cloudy, never rainy. Sun is shining, never shady. Are you good? Nigga, maybe. Just trying out some new sayings. Ladies George, you like Sadie. I might need me a Chloe Bailey. I tell the Lord him mercy on the daily. Living luxury, good like Mercedes. I'm never running back on some 8K. I've been at it all down some 8-day. They really doesn't change, gonna change me. Gonna build, man, I ain't no baby. Know that I might be king of the hypebeats, king of New York and the king of the couches. Sticking my cling, got that dirt on my shoulder. You know what time it is, motherfucker. Prime time ball, I'm the best with a mother. Got out in the back, you know the bronze, never ever stutter. Uptown shit, straight ball out of the bucket. I'm a motherfucking savage, Mr. Bombastic. Call me fantastic. Know that body better, man, and I know classic flow. Don't you know? Never heard this shit, man. I'm too fucking cold. Put his eyes on the vlog, get the brows on the vlog. One sided, man, go. When I break down the dough like that, got some more in the jaw. I'm a pro, I'm a king, watch the throne, man. I'm too fucking cold. Thank you.
Solomon Wise. Solomon fucked up. He came to the wrong planet and the wrong cafe, cause now we not letting him go back to Mars. He's one of us. And can I just also give Solomon some props? He's wearing a Jackie Robinson jersey. I'm a Yankees fan, but I respect the hell out of a Jackie Robinson's jersey, man. I love it, I love it. All right, we got one last poet. Remember, those of you who are here in the cafe, we're gonna take a little bit of a break after our last poet, after we end hybrid, and then we're gonna have the after party, we're gonna have the karaoke, we're gonna rock out. It is going to get ridiculous. We are going to make all of Solomon's former neighbors on Mars pissed off that they stayed on that planet, because it's gonna get lit here. But first, we are bringing Steve C to the mic. Final poet of the evening. Make some noise, make some noise, make some noise.
I'm so excited. Alright. So this poem is thank y'all. So this poem is called SOS. I'm gonna just get into it.
Oh yeah.
I long for the days I would lay beside you, crying the spring away. I would say the storm approaching is a direct result of your wrongdoings. And you would agree. How could that be if you claim to love me? Maybe that's exactly why letting you go made me feel free again, right? Because holding on to you was like waiting for a quiet moment in the middle of a hurricane to exhale. I'll just go pale. Is it safe to say we weren't better off laying amongst the dead, black and blue, rather than waiting to be saved? From a town's population of 2002 to just 2. They warned us to evacuate, but you didn't want to. The wind was blazing and banging on every single one of our windows, ready to cause more damage than a monsoon. Silly me to stay right beside you. I really was just hoping it all just ends soon. Ooh. Sorry, y'all. The blaring noise of the town's emergency alarm drove me insane. And not too long after, I ran out of patience. No relief was on its way. And we were no longer safe here. When I ran to the door to set myself free, I opened the floodgates. You screamed, kicked, and yelled, but I swam away. I had to get safe, with or without you, a decision I thought I'd never have to make. I watched as the ocean water flooded our home, ruining everything that we had built. Then I watched as the ocean water filled your lungs. I bulged, gasping for air while sitting in your favorite chair. I remember looking back, then your eyes went white as they rolled back, thinking to myself, how could you just give up so easily? I rushed to the surface and I took a deep breath. Water way too dirty and way too unclear to see, but I knew just a few yards under me, your body rested in peace. I still feel guilty. And on every eve of that natural toxic disaster that saved my life, I go back to that boarded up shack that was once our home and I pray for you. Thank you.
Steve C. One of us. It's so funny, people come out saying, you know, I'm gonna be courageous and I'm gonna share a poem, and they don't even realize like they're being accepted into a cult. I love it, I love it, I love it. So technically, we're only supposed to have 9 people online and then 9 poets here. Today, we got to 10 poets on Zoom and 11, 12 here in the cafe. So I am huge on that. I am huge in trying to create space for others to speak. Of course, for myself to speak as well, but for others to speak. So I want to say thank you to everyone on Zoom who not only came to share, but came to listen. I want to thank all of y'all who not only came to share, but all of y'all who came to listen. A big ups for y'all. Thank you so much. One more time, can I please give it up for my producer who got so many curveballs from today in the DJ booth, Mr. Ron Mark Thompson. Make sure you check out nuyorican.org. If you want to re-watch today's show, you can go check it out on YouTube and Facebook. You know, it's like you go to like the Yankees game and then you go watch the ESPN highlights. You're like, oh shit, I was there. Oh shit. It's so funny because my kid did that. Yesterday I took my kid to opening day for Yankee Stadium, right? And then today we got to speak and he was watching the highlights. He was like, Dad, we were right there. And I was like, I know, I feel it in my wallet. I know. I love you. Get a scholarship, please. So, normally I'd close this out with like a good night, sweet poet poem or something like that, but I'm not going to do it because we are partying afterwards. It is not a good night. We are staying here for the karaoke. So, all I'm going to say is, see you later to those of you who are watching us on the interwebs. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you spread the word about the Eureka Poets Cafe. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, Advocate of Wordz. When you spell words, that's with a Z, because, you know, poetic license. I'm from the Bronx. What?
Make sure you check out nuyorican.org and Nuyorican on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and all that good stuff. And we will see y'all later for Instagram. All right, let's shut down Zoom and get some partying on. Peace.